Hey guys, it's me, RJ Best Game, and today I'm going to be continuing this Star of Kid story by Paul George and wattpad. Please check them out. I think this is what we got up to last time. Hopefully it is, otherwise I've missed out a lot that you could have seen. Better not change my YouTube picture back just because my wattpad picture is my old one. Does that song need to be changed? So do I not? I think I'm kind of comfortable with my picture now. Just time to find a good enough pitch through whatever it's called. That looks amazing. Hopefully this video is fun, because now I'm going to start winging. We arrived at this random sunny place, and I gotta say, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everything was great, even Roderick was enjoying himself. What I don't understand is why I come here during the virus. It really didn't make sense. Like, what was the point of them saying to social distance if no one is obeying? But I mean, after all, I do enjoy being out and about and not stuck inside, and I think Roderick enjoys it too. Kids, we are in New York! This is New York? Yes, Greg, the sun is starting to set. Let's get to our hotel. We arrived at a hotel, and I gotta say, it was better than the hotel we went to last trip. Because the last hotel was pretty bad, so we fell asleep till morning. Then we went out for a day of fun. I honestly can say I had a good time for once when I went on a road trip. New York was beautiful and just everything I didn't expect it to be. I believe Roderick felt the same way. So honestly, I don't know what I plan for the rest of the quarantine, since Riley can't come over due to his strict parents. Maybe it won't be so bad after all. I can play video games and try to avoid money as much as possible, which is really hard to do when you live in the same home. But I can manage this. Maybe I'll ask Mum when we get back home if I can invite Holly over. So we arrived home, and I asked Mum if I could invite Holly over. Thankfully, she said yes, and so I called up Holly. Hello? Hey, it's me, Holly. Oh, hey, Greg. Can you come over? Wanna come over? Yeah, sure. Come over. Okay, see you when you come. She arrives at my house and we play video games together. It was really fun. She starts coughing and I could swear I had. So coughing was one of the symptoms. Did she have the virus or did she really like me? Cause she hated being sick. I didn't understand why she came over to play video games just to cough in my face. Oh, I think I caught it too. I'm not sure if I actually read this bit. So apparently Holly had the virus and passed it along to me. I didn't. Oh, I read this bit. So apparently Holly had the virus and passed it along to me. Damn, Holly, my own lover that I had a crush on, gave me the virus. Mom comes into the room, starts checking for a fever. Can you check? I guess this is what I get for pranking Rowdy and also hanging out with Holly. The virus, yep, you gotta watch out. Anyone can have it until they are tested negative by doctors, so I decided to stay inside and play games while getting better. It was rough. Sorry if I'm reading the same bits again, I can't remember where I got up to. I thought it was this bit. I slowly began recovering from the virus after Holly gave me it. Pretty much everyone stayed away from me for a while so they didn't catch it, which means no annoying Roderick or Manny. That also means coffee. No that other annoying stuff, but at least I get to sit inside and play video games all day long. All night long. But that's what I wanted to do this whole school break from school, but I guess my mum had other plans. But then, now, since I had the virus, I am able to play video games for as long as I want. How great is that? Well, a gamer would say that. That's very great, and parents would say we must be more productive in our life. and say that's pretty dumb because I don't think there's bigger versions of us, and some of them have no productivity. But some adults work their whole life. When I become grown up, I'm just going to play video games for a living. It's the best job. I should probably find a real job like becoming a doctor or a teacher. But I disagree, because that's the point. If you don't love your job, you work. All I gotta say is, I'm kind of ready for this little virus break to be over, because then I'll return back to school as normal. Yes, I admit I'm kind of missing school. Just seeing Raleigh every day was really fun. I woke up for a new day only to realize that school has returned. But the procedures were to still wear a mask and to be 6 feet away from other students. But at this point, after catching the virus from Holly, I don't think I mind social distancing after all. I don't need to catch the virus again. That was pretty terrible, even though I got to play video games and eat junk food. That's not up for discussion right now, as I'm going to be late if I don't get going. So I get ready to put on my mask and head to school. But I make it to school and see Riley. He seems way more excited than he was when we left school. Hey, Riley. Hey, Greg. Sorry about ratting you out to my parents. I was just very scared about the virus, so when you made that joke, I took it seriously. It's okay, Riley. It's good to see you again after a long break out of school from the virus. Yeah, I can't wait till Halloween, Riley. Same, Greg. What if it's cancelled due to this virus? I hope not. Saying we need candy. Ha, for real. Snickers is the best chocolate. Greg, I disagree. I think it's Hershey's. Alright, fair. I wonder if Safety Patrol is back open this school year. Same. So a month later, after predicting, Safety Patrol has finally returned, and I think me and Rowley are definitely enjoying the fact that it's returned. May I remind you that you get to skip algebra. Algebra? You get a free cup of hot chocolate, and you can tell everyone what to do. I really love my job as Safety Patrol, and I think Rowley does as well. I just hope this lasts the whole school year due to the virus happening, so we had to work the kindergartners home in our mask, which wasn't a problem since we got free hot chocolate. Also, there was a lot of cute girls, apart from the team as well. I just hope this virus goes away soon, because we're going to be stuck wearing masks for the rest of the school year, which won't be very appealing at all. Oh, by the way, Roger gets more on my butt this year, because of the virus, and we got to do chores since we'll be stuck in the house all day when we aren't in school. The only time I've really escaped Roger is when he hangs out with his band. He's shit don't even know. Which he decided to do today after arguing with me for an hour. Also, did I tell you my mom is actually a big fan of Roger's band? But I think it's just too embarrassing. Are you ready to rock? So, Trick or Treat was cancelled due to the virus, but they still serve candy at the store. Mom was nice enough to get the family some candy. This really helps tonight, but I can sit at home and eat candy, watch horror movies, and I'll maybe invite over Rowley. Over maybe his parents forgot all about me pranking Rowley. I looked for candy in the candy store. It was almost out of stock. And when I was continuing to look, Rowley called me up and said they cancelled trick-or-treating. But they still had haunted houses open, so I ran home and asked Mom if I could go, and she agreed, only if I wore a mask. So I made sure to do so. So I headed fast to Rowley's house, but before I could make it, I was stopped by the school bullies. So I ran faster than they did, and I made it to Rowley's house. And I ran his house like an intruder. Rowley was like, "You good, Greg?" because I was out of breath. I told him to lock the door and that we couldn't go out there or else we'd get beaten up by the bullies, and Rowley suggested that we did. He said, "Come on, they're just wimps. We can't let them ruin our Halloween night." Greg, I got a good idea. Let's cough around them and claim we have the virus. That'll make them stay away. Genius idea, Rowley. Exactly. We head outside and spot the bullies. We start coughing, and they back away from us. Rowley said it actually worked. They didn't want to be around someone with the virus, and yelled out, "Get lost." or else we will give you the virus. They ran, so me and Rowley headed to the haunted house. Let's just say it was the scariest haunted house I've ever been to. But Rowley didn't seem too scared. I nearly died as the zombie was chasing us, so I found a stick on the ground and poked the zombies one by one in their eyes. I wish I hadn't. That made them more mad, so me and Rowley ran fast to my house, and my mom was shocked I was running with Rowley like a maniac. What is going on, Greg? Why are you running so fast, so out of breath? There are zombies out there, Mom. Lock the door now before we all become zombies. Okay, Greg and Rowley, you stay here too. So we lock the door, me and Rowley run upstairs to play video games. I seriously think it's about to become a zombie apocalypse. Oh, God. Zombies. Okay, I admit, that was an over-exaggerated claim. There's no zombies, but in the wimpy world, you never know what you'll encounter. By the way, I wonder where Rowley went. He just dipped and left me behind. What a friend he is. I would not have dipped him. Okay, maybe I would have, but the point stands. Real friends stick with real friends, and fake friends stay out the way. I finally made it home. Roderick was just chilling, watching TV. That's the first, because usually you catch him napping, but Roderick is unpredictable sometimes. He needs to be more like me. He's a drummer. I'm a video game geek. I love video games, and so does Rowley. The Roderick looks just like beating sticks on a drum. It's fun, I guess, and Manny just annoys me all the time and snitches on me to Susan. Susan! It's quite annoying. At least Roderick stays out of my way most of the time, but it's 2021. Now, the last time I heard from Rowley was 2020. Better go see how he's doing. Yes, it's day, and now I'm about to go to Rowley's house. I haven't seen him since October. Usually I'd sleep in one Saturdays. Just to see how he was doing. Imagine going months without seeing your best friend. It may make you go insane. So I'm ready for school after literally catching the virus from Holly. Her passing around the virus can become like the next cheese touch. It's so scary. The virus is so contagious, and it scares me how she passed it on to me, just like the cheese touch was passed on from person to person. I wonder if I'll see her tomorrow. She's still home dealing with the virus, but to be honest, I'm recovered from the virus now. And all good now. I knock on Rowley's door, and he answers, Hey, Greg. Hey, Rowley, it's been months. Rowley, why don't you hit me up? Because you had the virus, and I didn't want to catch it. You don't have it anymore, right? Of course I don't. I'm all good. And in recovery from the virus, want to go inside and play? Yes. Play. Remember the cheese touch? Oh, the kids are so scared of spoiled cheese. Well, the virus has become the new cheese touch. Miss School literally doesn't care about the virus thing. They don't want no more lockdowns, so the virus has become the new cheese touch. And it's scary because I'd do anything for the cheese touch to be a trend again because the virus is more contagious. Everyone doesn't want to be around someone with the virus. And the way people detect if you have the virus in my school is if you do the signs such as coughing, sneezing, etc. They'll run from you. So I do my best to avoid doing any of those things because I'm trying to become more popular in school and have everyone being scared of me. But to be fair, not everyone to be scared of me, but to be fair, that can be useful if you want to scare off a bully or something. I just really hope the virus goes away soon, because this is definitely going down in the history books when I have my own kids. But my own kids won't want to hear about the 2020s. It was like, because if the virus still exists in 20 years, it will definitely be more easy to cope with, unlike the 2020s. I just hope they won't have to go through that the next day. So, back at school, the next day. So I was back at school, and Holly didn't seem to be at school. Still, I see Rowley right away. I walk up to him. Hey, Rowley. Hey, Greg. Where's Holly? I don't know, Rowley. I haven't seen her today. What if she still has a virus? She probably does. That's not to worry about right now. It's time for another day of school. So, we had the greatest idea. Yes, I know. I've been saying I'm going to invent a time machine for the longest. But now, I'm serious. I'm gonna get Rowley to help me with this invention. I just hope we can invent this machine without Mom and finding out, because I know they wouldn't approve of it. So I go to Rowley's house and knock at his door. Rowley answers the door. Hey, Rowley, I had the best invention. What if we invent a time machine? How will we do that? It's easy. We just grab all the tools to invent a time machine. And why'd you want to do this? To get out of this pandemic, or at least to stop this pandemic. So you want to vanish out of the year we are into, to the past, to stop the pandemic from happening. I'm sure it was planned to begin with, so I don't think we can stop it, Greg. Are you sure, Rowley? Yes, Greg, that seems a little impossible. How about we this? We take the time machine and use it to just go to the past, but to try not to stop anything. Sounds like a deal. Instead of going into past trying to stop something that is already planned, I've decided to go into the future to see what the future is like. I just really hope nothing bad is going to happen when I find myself in 2030 or 2050 or something. It may be scary. Movie gone wrong. But it will be reality. What if I come back to the present? What if I'm stuck in those years? How would my family feel? There's not too much time for questions as I gotta get going, okay? So yeah, Raleigh is here with me too. So I tell him to enter the time machine that we built, and I enter after him. Just make sure that doesn't blow up. And we both click to go to the year 2040. The time machine spins circles, and then we find ourselves 20 years into the future. Oh gosh, what did we just put ourselves into? So honestly, I don't know what the heck is going on, and me and Rowley found ourselves into the future. Remember that we're only in high school 20 years ago, so now we're all grown up in this world we are, because we are 20 years into the future. I wonder if I can find my family, because when I exited out of the machine, I don't know where the heck I'm at. I don't think Rowley does either. He seems to be a little shook up. But what I do know is that we're both like adults now. But what happened to our families? How come we don't see them in the future after going into the machine? Hey, maybe we'll find them. Yay, it's summertime once again. No more school. And although the virus is still spreading like crazy, Mom wants us to go on vacation for this summer. I'm not sure why, but with my mom, you may never know. I may bring Rowley too, if his parents allow me to. Mom says we are going to Florida, which is really exciting. The only place we've been to recently is New York. It was New York. Which was last summer. It's about summer. Which was kind of fun. Listen, everybody, take on. So I'm prepared for this trip. I heard Florida is very hot and sunny. I wonder how Roderick is going to handle it. Maybe he'll appreciate Florida just as much as I will. So I asked Mom if I can invite Rowley, and she said yes. So I walked to Rowley's house in a rush, as we'll be leaving soon. I knock on Rowley's door. Rowley, Greg, hey, what's going on here? Me and my family going on vacation to Florida. Want to come? Sure, my parents approve, so let's go. Oh, we head back to my house, and we all pack up. Florida, here we come. So we arrive at Florida, and it's very hot, about 90 degrees, so Mom tells us, including Rowley, to put on sunscreen, so we don't get a sunburn from how hot it is. Then we walk to Miami Beach in Palm Springs. Sometimes and let me tell you, it was beautiful. I know you in Miami. I've never seen anything like it. I am sure Rowley can say the same, because his face was in shock till we all run into the water. But something happened. Something very scary happens. Do you know what it could be? You may guess what's in the water. What else spins? What is scary? Guess right. If you said shark, because it was a shark. There was a shark. I was literally panicking. Rowley seemed to be as well. So this may just be a shark attack. So I survived the shark attack because a lifeguard legit jumped in the water to save me, but let's just say he turned into a shark bait. Why did he defend me after all? He only saves people from drowning, not shark attacks. All in all, I just wanted to go home experiencing all of this. I'm sure Rowley did too, but Mum wanted to do more. Typical Susan, always wanting to keep the travel going, even when the vacation goes terribly wrong. But I mean, usually when the vacation like this goes bad as usual, they always turn out to be better, so let's just hope for the best. By the way, Manny has got on my last nerve on the ride in our car. He's playing this bad new rap song that came out by an artist named 69. It was really bad, so why would he be playing that? Anyway, I had to hear that for the whole car ride. Let's just say, maybe not the best vacation, but at least I wasn't mauled by a shark. After getting home from the beach, after getting saved from being mauled by a shark, the news reported on TV that vaccines were released, and my mom was pushing that we get them. To be honest, I don't know if I'm feeling it. Roderick tells me all these scary rumors about it, saying that we infect you and get something worse than a cheese touch, and you know how bad cheese touch was. No one wanted to be around anyone who encountered a cheese touch. But Mum pleads that we all get protected from the virus. I just hope Roderick is just pulling my legs and me and Mum go to the clinic and the doctors check for my vaccine appointments. But I get so scared that I run out the clinic, leaving my mum at the doctor's. To be honest, Roderick scares me sometimes. You never know with him. So my parents got mad because my mom called him saying I ran out the clinic. He convinced me how important it is to be vaccinated. All of a sudden, someone knocks at the door and I answered it. It's just Rowley. Hey, Greg. What's up, Rowley? I just got my second dose of the vaccine. Are you crazy, Rowley? Here, come inside. I'll tell you something. Okay. So me and Rowley went into my room. I say, Rowley, yes, Greg, there is something in those vaccines. No, there's not, Greg. Are you feeling okay? I'm serious, there is. I'm telling you. Who told you this? Roger. You can't listen to him, Greg. He literally told me advice on how to survive high school, which isn't legit. So why would you believe him that vaccines are dangerous? I guess you're right. I'm gonna do my part and get vaccinated. So I go to Mum and tell her I want to make a new appointment for my vaccine. She's a little shy since I dipped from the clinic the other day. She says, okay, let's go. So we arrive at the clinic and the doctor meets us, glancing at me closely to make sure I don't think about leaving again. And then I get a ton of health information, then inject me with both doses. I felt lightheaded, thinking I was going to pass out, but we headed home and I go to sleep that night with a painful arm. I woke up early morning and I felt sick as a dog. Were the rumors that Roderick said were true? I don't know what exactly happened then. I felt sick after taking the vaccination. I just hope I don't die. That was one of the rumors Roderick told me. I just hope the story doesn't end here. That might if it doesn't do as I say. It's the next part. But then, the president wants to get me a third shot after my 2 shots. Is he honestly crazy? How many shots do we need to protect ourselves from the virus? That explains everything. I heard on the news that there was this new variant called Delta and Lambda. What's next? Cheese touch plus plus? All I know is if one vaccine doesn't save us from these viruses, how many do we need? Greg, we demand that you get your third shot or else you're coming with us. Not if you can catch me. Greg flees from the cops, which probably wasn't the best idea because the next thing you know, he is tackled to the ground and they inject the vaccine right into his arm. He passes out cold. They take him home and throw him on the steps. I was passed out for 2 days. When I woke up, I found myself on the doorstep, eaten alive by mosquito bites. I had a spider crawling on me when I flicked it off. I wonder why no one picked me up and carried me to bed. When my family But has my family ever cared about me? They're crazy. I mean, Roderick is alright, but he is a psychotic drummer, if that makes sense. So I walked back inside looking for anyone at all I could find. Everyone was gone. Were they falsely taken away by the police? I go to grab myself some food, and I head over to Rowley's house and ask him if he wants to play Twisted Wizard free. He said yes, so we play for a while. Next thing you know, Susan calls and demands I get home immediately. So I run home and find a very angry Susan. I call her Susan sometimes because she doesn't even feel like a mom. Neither does Frank. And don't get me started on Manny. He's already 6 now, and he is still the most annoying creature ever. I can't relate to anyone, but I'm Greg Heffley, one of a kind and kind-minded man. I can't wait for high school. It feels like I've been stuck in middle school for years. I wonder when life will go back to normal. I really hope soon. I got a lot to do this fall. Like playing sports. Yes, I'm sporty now. Kinda crazy for where I am. Right? I just hope we aren't stuck in this pandemic for the rest of the year. That's what it's looking like. The world is falling into little pieces, and we're all still here making it through. I think the story really does end here now. Yeah, I guess that is the end. Sorry this video is so long, it's literally 26 minutes. I could have probably made it shorter, but we've actually finished it now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I'll find a different story to react to. Maybe a different dive into the one, or if I find another one that's appropriate for YouTube, then I'll do that one. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. Future goals in the next one. Could be over here, or it could be. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Me too,